So from a marketing standpoint, has it been effective? I mean, you've gotten attention from it. Has it led, can you connect the dots between the work you've done and then the clients?
I think that if I were to say, where did this case come from? I could connect a dot and say, that's because this person was on my podcast. Our relationship is a little stronger now. He or she trusts me with this referral. I think I can do that.
Right.
Probably several times over. Can I say some random person heard the podcast and was like, oh, I think I'm gonna hire Josh? Probably not. But what I think is even more powerful is like people in Tennessee or South Carolina that have reached out to me. Now I've got connections in those states, which can be even more important. Like when they have a client that's driving through Georgia to the beach, getting a wreck, like they're going to call me now.
Yeah.
And so I think that is pretty good. People can believe this or they can't. I can't control that, but the monetary result of the podcast is just an added bonus.
Sure.
Right? Like I don't look at it as how can I monetize this? I look at it as what a great way to spend an hour this week,
Yeah.
And that's just true.
So I do believe it because the part of the reason why we changed the format is because I wanted to, this is what I wanted to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't because I thought we'd make more money. We actually probably lose money doing it this way. We could probably make more money with Maximum Lawyer, but we spend the money to do this because I enjoy it a lot more. So I completely get it.
Can I ask you a question on that?
Of course.
Sometimes I worry that it might actually cost me money because people are like, is all this dude doing is podcasting?
Yeah.
Like, is he still focusing on doing the casework and is he still a trial lawyer or is he just this wannabe podcaster? I think it's almost sometimes maybe backwards. I could be wrong about that. Do you ever worry about that?
I do. And that actually, and it may be an unfounded fear, but there's a reason why I don't post a lot on my personal Facebook page about Maximum Lawyer. And because I know that we get a lot of clients through Facebook. And so I intentionally do not want the perspective to be, oh, Tyson's just this marketing guy.
Yeah.
So that's why, is because I am hesitant. And that's one of those things that might be unfounded, but I have that fear. So I have zero problem posting about Maximum Lawyer on X or on YouTube. But when it comes to like Instagram, or actually I don't have any problem posting on TikTok either. Because I feel like TikTok is so different. And it's funny, I don't ever get on TikTok, but we post on TikTok.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not connected like Facebook is, where you can connect the dots from Max Law to Mutrix Firm to, my friends and all that.
Yeah.
TikTok's like, you have these like silos almost.
Isn't that so
that's
interesting that the social network platforms all speak a different language?
Yes.
Right? And understanding that is kind of part one. I mean, I agree with everything you just said. I mean, TikTok is just kind of out there and you put it out there and people see it, but they're not going to be like, oh, that's this and this and this. I don't know, man. It's wild. It's like I said in the beginning, it's a crazy time that we live in. I think people that understand and utilize the power of social media are the ones that are going to get ahead, right? I mean, it's like, first it was a website and people were resistant to that. Well, now can you imagine not having a website? Then it was social media channels. Like, oh, I'm not going to do that. Lawyers are above, that kind of stuff. Can you imagine having social media channels? Then now it's probably going to be, AI, chat GPT. Oh, I'm never going to let, a machine do my job. So it's like you always got to kind of follow those waves and do your best to not be the last one on it.
What do you think is going to be the next thing when it comes to getting clients?
Getting clients. I think that this AI stuff, if people can figure out how to marry AI and SEO, which I probably won't be able to do well, I think that's going to be the ticket. I think it's going to bring down the costs of hiring these marketing firms that are going to do all your SEO for you. I think there's going to be AI platforms that can do it way cheaper. Having said that, till the last day I practice law is going to just be a community marketing lawyer. Mm-hmm. Have them know me, like me, trust me. So when the time comes that they need someone like that, they're going to think of me. Now that might be the way of the dinosaur, but that's what I'm going to continue to do.
So there is, I was watching something the other day, and I'm not going to be able to give credit to it, but they were talking about how you got everyone knows know, like, and trust at this point. So especially if you're listening to this podcast, know, like, and trust. What people do, the mistake they make with social media is they go no, and that's it.
Yeah.
So they get people to know them, but they don't get the likable part, and maybe get the likable part. But the most important part is the trust.
Yeah.
Because then, okay, know, like, and trust. Now I'm going to call you because I trust you to handle my case. And they skip out on the other two, which is an interesting part of it. And have you ever thought about that?
I do. And I think the only way that you can do that, number one, is to be authentic in yourself for the like part, right? If you're trying to imitate somebody else is doing their thing, some dancing TikTok video, like if that's not you, then people are going to see that. And they're like, that's kind of weird. And the trust thing, I've always thought you just give people kind of free information, give them the answers to their problems without them asking you for it or with anything in return. To me, that's how you build trust with somebody.
Right.
And so my videos, I'm like, okay, what are problems? What are issues that my clients are facing or potentially going to face? And how can I just tell them in 45 seconds, if your car's totaled, this is what's going to happen? I think that, or I hope that's how you start building trust with people.
Yeah. So Gary Vee and Alex Hormozy, I've heard them both talk about it recently when it comes to like 2025 and marketing and all that, that you're going to see less of the dancing lawyer kind of a thing. And you're going to be more of the, and I would say almost going back to, they didn't say this, but going back to leading with value. Cause I feel like that's the way it used to be. I feel like when social media started out at first, it was, lawyers giving advice on certain things. And that's what's going to kind of be going forward, where people are going to be going to these specific channels to look for information, and then they're going to go find what they're looking for.
I hope so. Guys like me and you will be benefited.
Absolutely.
That, right?
Yeah.
And if Gary Vee, God knows if that's, he's been pretty ahead of the curve every step of the way. So I'm glad to hear him say that. But I think that hopefully that continues to win the day.
Yeah.